All right, good evening, football fans. Welcome inside or outside Exhibition Stadium as we brave the elements here tonight. Little makeshift broadcast booth here up on the top deck of the bleachers, and lots of fans on hand here for this one. As it's the BC High School football game of the week, the Langley Saints, a little double-A action here for the game of the week, as the Langley Saints taking on the GW Graham Grizzlies. Saints in white, tee it up, kick it off. Let's play some football. We're underway. As the Grizzlies will receive the opening kick as they run left on the return. And pretty good coverage downfield. As Renhoa picked up about 5 on the return, and the line of scrimmage will be the 23-yard line, it looks like, from the left hash mark. We're a ways back off the field here. I'm just going to get this disclosure out of the way here early. A ways back off the field and virtually in the dark here on the top deck of the stadium as well. So I'll have to battle the elements as far as reading my rosters as I get my first look at these two football teams as well. Saints in the white, Grizzlies in the blue, by the way. It's Grizzlies on offense here as they set up in the shotgun. And it's a run on first down up the middle. And not much on that carry there. From Jaden Klassen, who picked up about 2. And I'll bring up 2nd and 8. As my first look at double-A football here in 2019 as well. But two teams 2-0 in conference play coming into this one, and pretty even numbers as well. 64 points scored by GW, 13 given up. Just 12 given up by Langley so far on defense. Says here's a good run on second down. We'll pick up the first down and more. As I believe that was Colby Bissett, number 8 on that carry, picking up close to 15 yards. Ball out to the 35 now. As they'll work from the left hash here. Good tempo on offense so far for the Grizzlies as they'll bring 3 receivers to this near wide side. 1 to the high short. 1 in the backfield and out of the shotgun here. And another run on first down will pick up close to 2. As it was Klassen on the carry once again. A lot of 200-plus players on this Grizzlies team. And I think we're going to get a heavy dose of run here from both football teams tonight. Looking at the numbers, not a lot of passing attempts from the Langley side of things. And I think they just pound the rock pretty much every single play. And we'll see. The Grizzlies have yet to put it in the air here as Klassen on the carry. And a huge haul here for Klassen as he buries his head across the 50-yard line. Into Saints territory, down to the 47-yard line. Another good surge there from Klassen. Beautiful stadium set up here at Exhibition Stadium out in Chilliwack. Bit of a haul out from the Lower Mainland, the Tri-Cities, but well worth the drive and always a fun place to call a game from. Great atmosphere here as well. As this stadium about 6-7 years old now, I would say, and great view during the day. As it's Klassen again and close to 8 on that carry. As the Grizzlies really asserting themselves on the line of scrimmage here early in this game. And have had the advantage at the point of attack here. As ball is down to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up a 2nd and a long 4 here for GW. As the clock continues to move here, 2 minutes in on this opening drive. Same formation, trip receivers near wide side. As they keep Klassen in the backfield, here comes pressure from the Saints. It's a passing play, looking for a block on the edge. You're not going to get one. As Liam Dallas was hit down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple. It'll bring up 3rd and about 7 now. As the ball spotted down, I'll make it, make it 7. Going to get down to the 38-yard line, ball on the 45. from the right hash mark now, and it's the first play that's gone for a loss here for the Grizzlies. And now we'll try and convert, and you would think probably going to go for it here on fourth down should they not convert on third down in this area of the field. Little motion, and jet sweep on the carry. And hit down just past the line of scrimmage. As I believe that's Colby Bissett wearing number 6 here tonight. I have him listed as number 8. And I just heard somebody say good run, Colby, so I'm just going to go out on a pretty thick limb and say that's Bissett. Unless that's number 6 down there and it just looks like number 8 to me, which is entirely possible. Fourth down, and they will, in fact, go for it here. And about 5 to go here from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun. One-step drop, little fade, and nobody home out on the far sideline. And that one comes up empty. As Grayson Frick was looking downfield, and the receiver just kind of broke off his motion. And that'll be a turnover on down as Langley bend but don't break on that opening drive, and will get the football in pretty decent field position to start their opening drive of the game. As they're on the 42 on their own side of the field. As here come the Saints and their offense led by Josh Gosen. On a pitch, look out, ball secured finally. But that play broke down for Juhal as you know Langley's going to run the football here. The Grizzlies know it, the fans know it, I know it. But the exchange on that opening handoff, not a clean one. And it goes for a 3-yard loss. Like I said, not a lot of passing attempts here for the Saints. Wearing their white, green, and gold colors. Up under center now for Gosen. 3 in the backfield. They'll run a different look at you quite often. And this one goes off right tackle. A flag comes flying in late after a good run. This in the area of holding and will most likely be coming back. And in fact, that is the call. So things going from bad to worse here for the Saints on this opening drive. They'll back him up 10, replay the down here. It looks like Grizzlies will accept the penalty. And we got an injury timeout down on the field here. It is a Grizzly that is down. Looks like he's trying to get back up here, but just can't quite do it on his own. So, of course, we saw some Thursday night football last night. Chiefs and Broncos on Thursday night football. And I don't know if anybody saw it, but oh, look out. It's Bissett that's getting up on the limp. But Pat Mahomes popping out his patella, his kneecap. And they literally popped it back in on the field. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was something to behold. As Pat Mahomes looks like he'll be out for the better part of a month. And we'll have to keep an eye on Bissett, who's limping over at the Grizzlies sideline, as second and very long now, and they keep it on the ground. Slashing for about 7. Still short of the original line of scrimmage. And this is the problem when you solely run the football. There's not too many run plays in the playbook for this down and distance here, and you're looking at, man, about 18 to go here on third down. From the right hash mark. Up under center, they still got 4 receivers in there. Well, 3 and 1 in the slot. Under center is Gosen. He'll roll out, look to pass across his body, throw it. Man open, and a little too high. And a hit in the back there. But pretty good coverage, I would say, on Hayden Horan. And pretty good ball there from Gostin, too, is kind of put it in a spot where only his receiver is going to get it. He got his hands on it, but just a little too high, and it'll bring up a punting situation here. As it looks like number 12 for Langley will do the kicking, and as I scan my roster, I do not have it. No, it's 22, excuse me. It's Gostin. Quarterback will handle the punting duties, and talking to Coach Pichet last night, he in fact told me that Gostin was going to do the kicking, so I should have known that. Yeah, nice little rugby-style kick there. Gets it down to the 36-yard line of GW. So both teams come up with a stop on defense on the opening drive. And now GW will get the ball back here with 6:08 to go here in this first quarter. As I just got my eye on the score clock as they stopped it a couple of seconds late. Actually put the ball down just shy of the 35. It's all work from the right hash mark this time. 2 and 2. One in the backfield here. There's no sign of Bissett in the Grizzlies backfield. But here's a huge hole here for Klassen as he's out across the 45 to the 48-yard line. Yeah, that'll be a first down for GW. Grizzlies with another first down. That's their, I want to say their fourth of the game here already. And they're up to the line quickly once again. Low motion out of the shotgun. Here's the handoff. Cut it back up inside. Get back to the line of scrimmage. No further. There's a good tackle on the interior from Kieran Davies, who leads the team in tackles. And so got a couple of sacks so far on the year for Davies. And I'll actually say that's a loss of the yard. So 2nd and 11 here. I'll look to the left, I'll look to the right, take the shotgun snap, little flare pass here, and good room to the boundary side of the football field. As Caverly has actually listed Josh's name backwards. Everybody else has first name then last name. They went with Caverly Josh on the roster by accident here for GW. But it is in fact Josh Caverly, not Caverly Josh. 3rd down and 7 here to go for the Grizzlies from the left hash mark. Hand off to Klassen. He's got the first down and more. Runs over another man. Still on his feet as Klassen chugging away as he's finally stacked up at the 30-yard line. What a run there for Klassen, who gets up high, stepping out of the tackle. Yes, he's fired up after that run, which will move the sticks here for the Grizzlies. By the way, football fans, if you're tuned in here to SportsCanada.TV on YouTube watching the BC High School football game of the week and you want to be interactive during the broadcast here tonight, I fully encourage that. Questions, comments, concerns, anything you got on your mind, send it my way via Twitter at PXP4Sports. Twitter.com/PXP4Sports. Wide receiver screen. Make a man miss out on the edge. Spin it back inside. And pick up close to 5. Well, Grizzlies showing a couple of different looks here on this drive with passes, but quick passes to the outside. Nothing quite vertical downfield yet. But trying to spread out that Saints defense. And they'll actually give them a closer gain of 7 here. And it'll be 2nd down and 3 as they knock on the door of the red zone here of Langley. And it's Klassen running left and tackled quickly, and a flag comes in from the far sideline. And might get a face mask here from that official. No, it's going to be a holding call on GW. Should mention rain is sprinkling down here on Exhibition Field. Virtually no wind. And temperature, let's say hovering around 10 degrees. Not overly cold, not overly warm, and not overly wet out there, but I don't think the football will be too slippery down there. Shouldn't affect the game a whole lot. So after the penalty, that'll back him up, make it 2nd and 12 now after the holding call. There's the snap, 3-step drop, set up the screen. It's a good one. Klassen with blockers out in front, makes the cut, makes another. Klassen down the far sideline, looking for the end zone as he's shipped out of bounds around the 4. Great play call there from Coach Aitchison. And nice job there from Grayson Frick as well, who is a real talent at quarterback and really sold that screen, allowed the defensive lineman to really get deep into the pocket before lobbing that ball off the top. And that allowed Klassen to get to the 2nd level. But looks like a flag came down at the end of that play. And I'll bring it back to the original line of scrimmage here, make it 2nd and 10. Did not see the flag fly, but they'll spot the ball down at the 30. 10 yards to go here for the Grizzlies for a first down. Klassen huffing and puffing, but he'll get the carry again. Lowers the pads, still on his feet, and finally stacked up. That'll go for a loss. And I think that's just going to the well a little too often there. He just had a big run from Klassen. You could see him in the backfield kind of huffing and puffing there as they gave him the ball again. So make it 3rd down and 10 now. As this promising drive in jeopardy here after they got down close to the 20, but penalties have backed them up. Here's a throw, wide open, completion, no. Oh, man. Right into the hands of Jet Thomas. And it bounced right off the numbers on the front of his jersey and then incomplete. Should have been a catch, probably should have been an interception off the miscatch, but falls incomplete and brings up 4th down. That ball right on the money from Grayson Frick, and that's where you need your wide receiver to make a play for you. So 4th down. Now looks like punt team out as Bassett comes back out for this punt in protection. And a flag comes flying as they angle it far sideline. Takes a bounce, still rolling, but dead ball, I think. Not sure if that whistle went before the snap or not, but I think they might re-kick this one. As I have yet to see a signal. Officials will convene. There will be a procedure call, and I think Langley may force them to kick again, and I don't think that's necessarily the worst idea. A lot of things can go wrong. Oh, actually, no, they just elect to take the football here. It wasn't an overly long kick, and the option to either back him up or just decline and take possession. They will take the ball here I think at the 16-yard line. And I just think with you got rain, dark, it's wet. A lot of things can go wrong on a kick. I would have probably forced them to punt that one again, but they'll take the ball at the 16-yard line and look to get a drive going here. Gosen, handoff, and ahead for a few. So if you're tuned in here to the football game tonight, let me know who you're cheering for, where you're cheering from. Who do you think's going to win the Subway Bowl this year? I know the Hayeks and Van College getting after it. Number 1 against number 3 in AAA football tonight. We got a score from, maybe they're going tomorrow from O'Hagan Field. I should have looked at that again. Another run up the middle here for the Saints. They break away from the pack and almost break away to the house. Tackled down by the ankle at the last second was Kai Thomas, who usually gets the yeoman's share of the carries here. He's rushed for over 500 yards so far. 8 touchdowns on the year here for Thomas as well. And it looked like that run was going absolutely nowhere, and all of a sudden Thomas broke out of the pack. And I think we might be at the end of one quarter. We are. So, nothing on the board here for either the Saints or Grizzlies after 12 minutes of play. We'll take a quick break, be back with the BC High School football game of the week on SportsCanada.TV right after this. All right, football fans, we're back. Quarter 2 about to go here from Exhibition Stadium in Chilliwack. 0-0 between the Grizzlies and the Saints. And a run up the middle goes nowhere on first down for Langley. As GW comes in 2-0 in conference play, 3-2 overall. Losses to Vernon, New West, and Central Washington in the exhibition portion. Wins over Frank Hunt and Holy Cross. As the Grizzlies will get my man Gord Randall and Sullivan Heights next week. As here's the pitch. Kai Thomas looking to follow a couple of blocks and out of bounds at the Saints sideline after gaining a couple. As you look at Langley's side of things, 5-0, 2-0 in conference play, but 5-0 overall. And really convincing wins over all their opponents. 34-6 over Mission, 28-7 over Fox, 49-0 over Barnsby, 46-6 over Holy Cross, and 42-6 over Bateman. And they take on Frank Hurt next week. Having a little hard time reading my own printing. Did I mention it was dark in my broadcast location? Handoff up the middle once again. Almost came free, that football did. But a run of about 6 there from Joe Hall. Well, bring up 4th down here. And on their own side of center, looks like Langley are going to keep the offense out as they think they can pick up a long 3 here on 4th down. A big opportunity here for the Grizzlies defense to make a play. As here's Joe Hall up the middle. That's not going to get it done. Grizzlies stack it up. Like Austin Forgue's in on the tackle. So a turnover on downs there on the Saints, and it's Grizzlies football now. As they get the ball inside the 40-yard line here of Langley. Grayson Frick out of the shotgun. He'll throw on first down, right in the slot, delivers on target. And Jet Thomas wasn't going to drop that one. Well, Langley was all geared up for a run on first down, and good play call there from Coach Aitchison, who goes to the air on first down and picks up a good gain, close to 12 and a first down for GW Graham. From the right hash mark, from the 26-yard line. Nothing better than playing football on a football field lined for football. Here's Frick down the sideline, one-on-one, and out of bounds. No, they're going to say incomplete. Catch was made, but a foot out of bounds, or 2 feet out of bounds, I suppose, as they couldn't get one down on a beautifully thrown ball there from Frick. Intended for Caverly, who made the catch, but couldn't get the feet in bounds. Need one. Brings up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Frick. Fake the handoff. Noah gives it to Klassen. He's got speed. Runs over a man. And that'll pick up a first down. Down to the, well, about the 12-yard line here. But Klassen with authority. As he was not to be denied on that carry. Had all sorts of momentum running downhill. And picked up that first down easily. And flag, or whistle, excuse me. And I'm not sure why. Did not see either team signal timeout. Now they wave the water boy off. I think somebody just need to adjust their chin strap on their helmet before the play gets going. And they wind it back in here with Frick out of the shotgun. 4 receivers in, 1 in the backfield. Take a shotgun snap. Hand off to Klassen. Dragging tacklers past the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard there. Essentially going to get to the goal line here. This is essentially 2nd and goal. I believe they can pick up a first down on the quarter-yard line, but just call it 2nd and goal. And jumbo package in the backfield here for GW. Lead blocker, give him the football. Why not? And down to the 2-yard line. So that was Mason Murphy, number 69, declaring himself eligible coming into the game. A little refrigerator Perry action there. You thought maybe he was going to come in for a lead block, and they just handed him the ball down to the 4. 3rd and goal from there. Same formation. Why not? And they hand it off to the up man again. He powers his way into the end zone for a touchdown. GW Graham Grizzlies on the board first here, 6-0 on a 3-yard run from Mason Murphy. Yes, the lineman carrying it in. Line up for the extra point here. Just trying to pick up the kicker. Looks like Colton Holt will do the kicking, place kicking, and nice farm. And up and through. 7-0 Grizzlies. Here with just over 7 minutes to go in this opening half. Tell you what, one thing you're going to get when you get a lot of running plays here is the clock's going to keep moving. Just getting back to the top of the broadcast where I was mentioning points for, points against. 64 for the good, 13 against for GW in the two conference games. For Langley, 88 to the good, 12 against. So very stout defenses here for both teams through two games, and offenses have come to play as well. And it took a while for the opening points of the game here tonight, but Grizzlies are on the board. As the Saints wait to return the kick, teed up at the 40-yard line here for GW. And who's going to kick this one? Big Ben's going to kick it off here. And it's a short one. As here's the return on. And pretty good one back to the 50-yard line. Not sure what the strategy is there, right? Just watched Holt bang a nice extra point through and looked like he had a pretty good leg. And maybe they want the short kick so they can get downfield and cover a little quicker, but they're more or less cutting the football field in half here as they give them possession at the 50-yard line. Tight formation here for the Saints on a 1st and 10 from the left hash mark. And it's a run. Joe Hall for about 4. Colton Holt in on the tackle. Second and 5. Joe Hall again makes the cut. Oh, a hard block out on the edge by Thomas, and Holt gets up a nice block. They'll come up about 2 yards short. So penalty will give him the automatic first down here. They'll march it up to the 28-yard line. Now another flag comes flying in. Maybe he's just passing it back to the other official. 1st and 10 here for the Saints, down 7. And now the pitch to Joe Hall. Running hard as he tries to turn the corner. And this is pretty much what you're going to get from the Saints. It's either going to be Thomas or it's going to be Joe Hall. One thing we know for sure, it's going to be a run, most likely. We'll call it 2nd and 9. And it's Joe Hall again trying to get the edge. Picks up about 6. And one thing this will do, if you can get success along the ground, it just mentally and physically will wear you down as a defense. If an offense continues to pound the rock, move the football up and down the field on you, it'll wear you out physically, and it gets inside your head as well that, man, like we know what's coming and we still can't stop it, and that's the game within the game. And now fresh legs in for Thomas, but he's tackled. Nice job there to keep Thomas short of the first down. Murphy dragging him down after a yard gain, but it's 4th and about 2. And, of course, the Saints will go for it here on this position of the field. Ball is on the 20, got to get to the 18. Gosen gets the play from the sideline. Grizzlies defense waiting on the line of scrimmage. Murphy buckles up the chin strap as the nose tackle gets down in his stance. Gosen, a little misdirection as they snap it, and Joe Hall's got it. A little bit of a trick play there on the direct snap to Joe Hall as Gosen was walking in the backfield, kind of pointing, going, okay, was this guy lined up properly? All by design. As they snap it to Joe Hall and catch the defense off guard, pick up the first down. Ball to the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 to go. From the right hash mark here for Langley. The Saints trying to get on the board. Two in the backfield. And it's up the middle for Joe Hall, who picks up 5. So number 5 picks up 5. And guess what? It's 2nd and 5. One thing nice about Exhibition Stadium, it is the stands are all covered. The field is exposed, but stands covered here in Chilliwack. And here comes the handoff to Thomas. He's got some room. Thomas down to the 2 as he's knocked out of bounds. Well, it looks like Langley's kind of MO here is let Joe Hall pound the rock, and then when they need the speed game, in comes Thomas. Let's see what they do here on a 2nd and goal. Actually, say 1st and goal here, excuse me. Right down near the goal line here, Gosen under center. He'll hand off. Thomas stopped in his tracks at the 2-yard line. Just stood up. Gosen back under center. Thomas in the backfield. They hand to Joe Hall, and I don't think he got there. No, they're going to say touchdown. He must have burrowed underneath that massive humanity. As the far sideline judge signals touchdown as bodies roll off the pile. And a man hurt down at the bottom of it. Looks like a Grizzly is injured. But the Saints are on the board. It's 7-6, and we got an injury timeout down on the field. We'll take a quick one as well. BC High School football game of the week back to Exhibition Stadium right here on SportsCanada.TV after this. So after the touchdown, Gosen bangs through the extra point. So, just before halftime, 7-7 now. And came into this one thinking it was going to be a pretty evenly played game, an even matchup here between Langley and GW, and that looks to be the case here. As both teams with a touchdown and no more. As the Grizzlies got on the board first, Langley marches right back down the field and answer back here. As they'll kick off from their own 40-yard line. Grizzlies kind of creeping towards the 50, expecting maybe an onside kick here. They don't want to get caught off guard. I'm liking GW's uniforms. Very simple, clean, sharp. I don't mind Langley's either. I just got that Penn State look for the Grizzlies. Bit of an Edmonton Eskimos look for Langley. Gosen tees it up, 40-yard line. He'll step into it. Squibber, look out. Taken by the up man at the 45-yard line. As Liam Ryle knocked that kick down, then managed to pick it up in time. But again, pretty good field position here for GW to start this drive at their own 45-yard line with approximately 2 minutes to go in the half. Shotgun snap. Here's Klassen. Steps through. Second level. Block on the edge. Trying to stay on his feet. But cut down nicely by Reemart. And if he doesn't make that tackle out on the edge, I think Klassen's still running. As it stands, it's a gain of close to 5. 2nd and 5. And Frick looking to throw downfield. Fires on the run. And again, ball delivered right on the money and dropped. Man, you cannot throw it any better for Grayson Frick. That's 2 that he's put right on the numbers, and his receivers have let him down. So 3rd and 5, and that's the difference between keeping a drive going and a drive stalling right there. See if they can convert here on 3rd down from the 50. Passing down, no, they'll give it to Klassen. He steps through again. He's got the first down, looking for one more block. Klassen down the near sideline, all the way down to the 23-yard line. Jaden Klassen has been a dangerous man out of the backfield here for the Grizzlies, and he's got him into Saints territory now. Ball all the way down to the 25. They'll spot it, and they'll wind the clock. Time of the essence now. Still enough, but you don't want to mess around here. Got to be efficient with your clock management. Blitz up the middle here from the Saints. Time in the pocket, however. Fire over the middle. Bit of a wobbler, and it's intercepted on the goal line. Return on here for the Saints up this near sideline. Still on his feet as he's knocked out of bounds. Looked like a block in the back, no call. But ball turned over. It was Thomas, I believe, who made the pick on his own goal line, as the pass did not come out of the hand cleanly of Grayson Frick. There's a conversation here between the officials now. A personal foul on Langley. Oh, man. They'll wipe out the interception on a personal foul here on the Saints. And this will extend the drive. Roughing the passer. And I think the official's getting his signals crossed here. He just signaled both ways for the football here. And it looks like it is Saints football, and the penalty comes on the return. So I think penalties on both teams here. It's Saints ball. That was a little discombobulated, that delivery of those penalty assessments there. It is Langley football from their own 12-yard line. Here's Thomas on the carry. Oh, sheds off one tackle, knocked down right at the sticks. On a hard collision that picks up close to 10. There was a pop on the initial hit on Thomas. It bounced right back up. Well, you can hear the pads collide from way up here, and now we need a quick timeout for a shoe tie. They're about a yard short here at the first down. It is second down. The clock is, however, running on the scoreboard, but it is just a approximate time. Saints ready to go at the line of scrimmage as they blow it back in here. Under center is Gosen. On the swing, here's misdirection. It's Thomas. He's caught in the backfield here, still on his feet somehow, and then slammed down to the turf. Danielle King gets up flexing after that tackle. No gain, no loss on that play. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. And we might get a measurement here. Or we might just go to halftime. That's what we'll do. Halftime here at Exhibition Stadium. Good one cooking between the Saints and the Grizzlies. We're tied at 7. Break time from Chilliwack, and we're back with second half action here on the BC High School Football Game of the Week on SportsCanada.TV in about 12 minutes' time. Stick around. All right, football fans, welcome back inside Exhibition Stadium here in Chilliwack, British Columbia for the BC High School football game of the week. It's Jake Elliott with you. Jay Prepchuk off on assignment this week. Gord Randall also coaching his Sullivan Heights football team tonight. So riding solo here from the WAC tonight. Thanks for joining us. And again, if you want to be interactive during the broadcast here tonight, let me know where you're tuned in from at PXP, the number 4 sports. At PXP for sports via Twitter is how you can find me. Or any social media for that matter. It's all about branding, and pretty much any platform you want to find me, PXP for sports is where you go. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, email, Xbox, you name it, PXP for sports. Find me. As GW Graham will kick off here to start the second half. As the big fella has got it teed up once again. I do not have a 63 listed on my roster as this ball skips past Thomas, who will pick it up now. Near sidelines, he rolls back to the inside and ripped down there by Liam Ryle, who's made a couple of good tackles so far in this game. As again, Brissett gets back up on the limp here. Looks like he's going to try and stay in there and play. And if I'm Langley, I'm looking at number 6 right now, and I'm going right at him. He cannot move. He's got to go down, and he will. Well, Brissett was going to try and get off the field here and just realized he wasn't going to make it before they snapped the football and just went down on knee. Well, he will have to come out of the football game, and the way he's walking, I don't know if he's going to return. Down one of their better players now for the Grizzlies as we're underway in half number 2. That's Joe Hall with a nice move, but a better tackle from Holt out on the edge. Got the shoestring tackle in there, tripped up Joe Hall, who again might still be running if Colton Holt doesn't make that play. As it stands, it's a 4-yard gain, which will bring up second down and 6. Quick first half, obviously, with a lot of running here by both teams. One thing, the clock will keep moving. Here's Joe Hall again on second down and very close to a first down. Let's check the spot. As King made the tackle, the official says first down, move the chains. Move the sticks, move the chains. Wave them ahead. Ball to the 40-yard line here for the Saints. As they'll come to the line here once again. Gosen under center from the right hash mark. Again, that tight formation. Everybody bunched together. Here's Joe Hall on the carry, busting free for about 15, make it 20, 23 yards. And a flag comes flying at the end of that play. Best run of the night there for Harshad Joe Hall. Well, let's check the laundry. Penalty is against GW. Automatic first down. Well, that's a costly one there, tacked on to the end of the run of Joe Hall as well. And they'll march this ball all the way up to the 28-yard line, and a 1st and 10 now for the Saints. They have a little giddy up in their step after that. Joe Hall, the deep man, goes in under center, crouches down, 4-man front. Here's the motion again. It's Joe Hall wrapped up in the backfield and ripped down after a yard gain. Mason Murphy with the tackle, and he's been around the football all night long for the Grizzlies. A 2-yard gain, call it 2nd and 8. Saints on the move here on their opening possession of the 3rd quarter. As they split a receiver out to the high side, 1-on-1 out there on an island. But they run the football, and they run it a lot. Thomas slashing, cutting, and pushed out of bounds. Close to another Saints 1st down. Let's check the spot, about a yard short it looks like. Call it 3rd and a short one. They hand off to the deep man, Thomas. Still on his feet, Thomas tight-roping the sideline, the blue line there. He's got the 1st down easily as he's inside the 10-yard line, down to the 7, it looks like. And Saints, who were down 7-0, have tied the game in that 2nd quarter, and now here on their opening possession of quarter 3, knocking on the end zone of the Grizzlies. Next week, game of the week will come up on Friday from Percy Perry Stadium. Kelowna and Terry Fox will be our featured game. Here's a handoff. Thomas again running right, spin move. Trying to get a little help from his blockers inside the 5 down to the 4. And he'll bring up 2nd and goal from there. And then just one more week on the game of the week, and it's a good one. Notre Dame and Vancouver College from O'Hagan Field. An afternoon game on a Friday, November the 1st. And then after that, it's playoff time. And hearing word that, not sure if, I think wildcard playoffs might be taking place at BC Place. I'm not positive on that. Try and get some more information for you in the next couple of weeks. Misdirection. Where is it? It's Joe Hall to the goal line and stopped down at the 1. It'll be 3rd and goal, as they've been running right a lot, and a little trap play, a little counter trap there, and running left for Joe Hall. Pretty good job from the Grizzlies defense to stop him just shy. But essentially 2 downs here to get a half a yard for Langley. Yeah, I might just tuck away here from Gosen and try and plunge in under center. And that's exactly what he'll do, and he'll get there. No signal yet. Grizzlies say no. In come the officials. They roll off the pile. Still 4th down, says the referee. Well, last time on 4th down, they ran a little trickery. Let's see what they do on this 4th and goal here from literally the 2-inch line. Grizzlies fans come to their feet here, trying to come up with a goal line stand on 4th down. Gosen again directing traffic. No trick play this time as he goes under center, crouches down, barks out signals. Gosen will hand off. Klassen across the goal line, touchdown. Or is it Joe Hall, excuse me. It's Joe Hall, not Klassen. He plays for the other team. Joe Hall across the goal line, and it's the touchdown for Langley. Well, good surge there from the offensive line up front for the Saints. Open up just a big enough hole for Joe Hall to pound through. And Langley pushes in front by 6 now. I don't think we got a timeout on the field. Waterboy came out, but oh, it's an injury timeout. One of the interior linemen being helped off. Can't quite pick up the number. I think it's 62. It'd be Eric Hartwig. Looks like left forearm. Gosen for the extra point and trying to make it a 7-point lead. Low line drive hit the upright or the crossbar. Not sure which one, but doink. And no good. It's a 6-point Langley lead. There's another offensive lineman here for GW on the limp back to the bench for the Grizzlies. And I think that might be Dylan Myers, 56, who's trying to walk it off. So after GW got the opening touchdown of the game, 2 straight now from Langley. And they hold a 6-point lead. As we're just about halfway through quarter 3. And here comes Gosen. He'll squib it again along the ground. Rolling. Takes a bounce into the hands at the 23-yard line. And makes a couple of men miss. Dives across the 30. There's Liam Dallas on the return. Picks up about 7. And that's where Grayson Frick. And the Grizzlies will get their opening drive here in the second half. So once again, next week from Percy Perry, 5 o'clock start. Note the start time in that one. Kelowna and Terry Fox. Next Friday night. And then following Friday, November the 1st, Notre Dame at Vancouver College. For the rivalry older than dirt there between the Jugglers and the Fighting Irish. Klassen with a nice move. Still Klassen running. And pushed out of bounds around the 43-yard line. That's a first down for G-Dub. Just going to tell you this because it's on my calendar as well, but daylight savings time ends November the 3rd, just so you know. Spring forward, fall back. You'll get an extra hour of sleep come Sunday, November the 3rd. Shotgun snap. Frick throws quickly and right on the money. Here's Jet Thomas busting loose. Thomas down the far sideline. He's got another first down. And pushed out of bounds. Let's check the spot. Surely a first down, but where are they going to mark him down here? Bring it all the way to the 36, it looks like. Good play there for the Grizzlies. As they'll spot the football, wind the clock here as we're right near the halfway mark of quarter 3. Looked like the Saints might have jumped. Klassen caught in the backfield. Manages to evade a couple of tacklers. Now cuts it upfield. Klassen busting free from the tacklers. Klassen still running across the 20 as fans come to their feet after that effort from Jaden Klassen. Refusing to go down. Gets up on a bit of a limp, but what a run there from number 3 in blue. And an injured Saint way back at the 40. That might be beneficial here for GW and Klassen and company after that explosive play that goes all the way down to the 15-yard line. On a huge run from Jaden Klassen. Looked like he was going to be wrapped up in the backfield. That was Kieran Davies, and the Saints do not want to lose him defensively. Holding his rib cage on his right side.
All right, 15-yard line, 1st and 10, GW.
It is a 1st and 10 here for the Grizzlies from the 15-yard line. Down 6, but on the move. 3 in the backfield here for Frick. And he'll hand off to the up back. Steps over a man. And finally a whistle goes after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Second and 9 after the 1-yard gain. Frick on the handoff. It's Klassen running to his right. Tripped up out there and knocked down. Was it Davies who's back in the game? Way out on the edge. Might have been Reemeyer over there. It's tough to pick up the number from that distance away. Should have brought the binoculars. We'll get about 3, so make it 3rd and 6 here. Running it to the 5 for a 1st down. Frick will go under center with that wishbone formation in the backfield. And play action. Frick to throw into the end zone, incomplete. But do we have a flag down here for a hit on the quarterback late? Indeed we do. Roughing the passer is the call, and this will be an automatic 1st down for GW. Costly penalty there on the Saints. One thing I want to make note of, though, is I think the officials have done a nice job here tonight. They've been efficient with their penalty calling. We haven't seen a whole lot of conferences happening at midfield, 5-10 minutes to make a holding call. They've delivered the penalty, spotted the football, and got back to action. 1st down and goal. 1st down to the goal line. And another flag comes in from the back judge here. As Murphy on the carry picked up 4 down to the 1. But a flag came flying late in the secondary of Langley. And Langley pointing GW's way here. No, but it's on the Saints. Yeah, that's usually the case. When you get the penalty flag in the secondary on the defense, it's usually going against the defense. And it's another personal foul.
So looks like we got a penalty against Langley.
There might have been a block in the back.
First down.
Actually not positive on that penalty call, I'll be honest with you. First and goal now from the 1 yard line. And Frick will hand off to Klassen, who's got himself a touchdown. I probably said Joel Hall just to even things out, but that was in fact Jaden Klassen. And we're tied up at 13 with an extra point to come. Yeah. And could that extra point miss from Langley be costly here in this tight game? Hold and snap, good. Kick is up. And through it goes.
Penalty against Langley. Touchdown and point after our good.
So after the Saints scored on their opening drive, GW answers right back, except they convert on the extra point and take the 1 point lead here with about 4 to play in this third quarter.
All right, move the ball up a little bit to kick off. Because of the penalty.
Good football game going here on a Friday night from Chilliwack.
Will kick off at the 45-yard line.
And a penalty on the convert there will give a very short field to kick off here for GW as they kick off from the Langley 45. And it's a short kick, drops into a soft zone. Nice hands on the pickup from Thomas. Busts through. Here's top flag comes in. Thomas going to go all the way, but a flag down back at the 20-yard line, and this one I think is going to come back. Holding the call on Langley. Costly penalty there as Thomas took it the distance. But the flag all the way back at the 20-yard line will negate that big return. That'll be a tough pill to swallow. Well, they go from a house call to having to start this drive back near their own 10.
So it looks like we have Langley ball at the 10-yard line. A first and 10.
Thomas with an excellent return. And I'm not even sure the hold affected the run, and that might be the toughest part of all for Langley is that there was really no need for it. So 90 yards to go here for Langley now. Down 1. Joe Hall on first down. Another injury down on the field is Murphy down on a knee. He'll have to come off the field, and that's going to affect the Grizzlies' defense as 69 has been an absolute mammoth on that defensive line for GW. I'll give Joe Hall 4, make it 2nd and 6. As temperature continues to drop here. The rain is let off. Here's Joe Hall once again. He won't get to the marker. It'll be about a 3rd down and I want to say 4 after a gain of 2. I think the clock operator has forgotten to start the clock here for the last couple of minutes, so even though it reads 4:09 on my screen, I don't know exactly what it's reading officially. I want to say probably around 2.5 minutes maybe. Here come the Saints to the line of scrimmage once again. Goes in under center as he's been all evening long. And here's the pitch to Thomas, running left. He's got room. Look out. Thomas can really run. He's up the far sideline to the 50. One man to beat at the 40, and he's tackled down at the 36-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle. After a big run there from Thomas. As I survey the field, no flags. But Thomas down on all fours after that play. As they'll bring the ball to the 32-yard line. As Thomas goes down on a knee on the far side of the field. Quick timeout here for the BC High School Football Game of the Week. We're back on SportsCanada.TV after this injury timeout. Thomas walks off under his own power. Handoff up the middle to Joe Hall. He'll get stacked up after a yard, maybe 2. Closer to 2, call it 2nd and 8. Well, clock has been adjusted. Looks like a buck and a half here to go in the 3rd. And it's 2nd and 8. Joe Hall again running off right tackle. Pyle getting pushed ahead here. Another 3 yards along the ground will bring up a 3rd and 3. Going to get to the 22 for a first down here. Ball just shy of the 25. I believe Thomas still on the Saints sideline. And caught in the backfield. Is that Murphy penetrating? I believe it was Myers that got home. That's a big play there from Myers in the Grizzlies defense. So it's 4th down and 4 after a loss of 1. As I believe this will be the final play of quarter 3. And they won't get it off. And we'll flip around. 36 minutes down, 12 to go here from Exhibition Stadium in Chilliwack. A 1-point football game. And we'll have the 4th quarter for you here on SportsCanada.TV, the home of the BC High School football game of the week right after this. Just about ready. Welcome back, football fans. Just about ready to start 4th quarter action here from Chilliwack. 14-13. Grizzlies lead the Saints. Saints have the football. It's 4th down and 4 to go. As they flip around for the final time here this evening. So Saints moving from right to left across your monitor here on SportsCanada.TV. 4th and 4 for Langley. Trying to keep the drive alive. It's a pitch to Joe Hall. Lowers the pads and steamrolls his way, but I think going to be, well, let's check the spot here. We might need a measurement. And yes, they will wave in the chain gang here. So a big-time measurement coming up here on a 4th down. And it looks to be a half a football short. If I get my eagle eye vision out here for I think this is number 3 on the season where I've had to gamble on the 1st down call. Or 4th down call, excuse me. No, push down the chain. I think they got it. Got it by a half a football. So 2 for 3 so far this year, if you're keeping score at home. Tell you what, one thing about these two teams running the football, the clock keeps moving. We're only an hour and a half into this contest, into the final quarter already. And I've been doing this for a few years. I've called some long high school games, like 3+ hours. And this thing is going to get done under 2. 1st and 10 for Langley. Joe Hall. Not much. As GW ready for that run. Give him a yard gain or so. Big run here for Gosen, and he's into the end zone. That just materialized out of nowhere. And the quarterback keeper into the house on a 21-yard scamper. That might be the first carry of the night for Gosen. So make it 19-14 Saints. Do they go for two here? I think they do. Yeah, I think they're going to go for two and try and make this a 7-point game instead of a 6-point lead. Two different schools of thought here on what you do, but it looks like the Saints will line up, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're going to run the football. It's the pitch to Joe Hall, and he's not going to get there. Not even close. Austin Forgoose in on the tackle. So 19-14 Langley. 5-point lead, 10:45 to go. Grizzlies going to get the football back. This might be the best game of the week so far between these two AA schools. It's been a well-played, well-coached, well-officiated game here tonight. Hopefully well-announced as well. What's up to you? Let me know. PXP for Sports. These two teams are really just kind of taking turns punching each other in the mouth here. And still 10:45 to go. Can the Grizzlies counter punch once again? Saints break the huddle. Ball teed up at the 40. Gosen will be the kicker. As he drops the arm and starts ahead. Drives this one low and gets through the hands of Dallas. Now he picks it up, and now Dallas has some rim up the far sideline. Makes Gosen miss, and he's tackled from behind close to the 50-yard line. Dallas bobbling the initial touch, but then picked it up and comes up with a big return here for GW out close to the 50-yard line. They'll put it down on their own side of the 49. PA announcer doing a nice job whipping the crowd into a frenzy. From the 49-yard line. Grayson Frick and company down 5. Hand off to Klassen. He's got a gaping hole. Here's Klassen for a first down as he picks up close to 13. And whenever they've needed a big run, they've given the football to number 3, and he's come through. And it just may come down to who's got the football last in this game. First and 10 now from the 34. And it's Klassen again. Another huge chunk. And gets up strutting after that run. Two explosive plays here for the Grizzlies, courtesy of Jaden Klassen. And the chain gang nowhere near where they need to be. And a timeout here for the Saints. We'll take a quick one as well. We're back when play resumes here from Exhibition Stadium for the high school game of the week. All right, first and goal here for GW. Welcome back. Jake Kelly with you. As the Grizzlies down 5, but on the move here. 2 big runs from Klassen. He's in the backfield to the right of Frick. He'll take the handoff, and he's knocked down in the backfield on a big defensive play there. As I believe it was Kieran Davies. Who made the tackle. It'll be a loss of a couple. So a rare loss here for GW. As Saints showing blitz, a little misdirection, Klassen up the middle, dragging a tackler, then gets hammered. After he gets back across the original line of scrimmage. Now let's just check the spot here. Tough to tell from this vantage point. Chain gang hasn't moved. As we have another injury here. It's Klassen who's down. And this will be crucial for GW. Their star running back is going to have to come out of the game for a couple plays. And he's on the limp. So it'll be third down.
Third and goal, the 9-yard line. GW, let's hear it.
So third down now, and about 12 to go here. Out of the shotgun, it's Frick. He'll look to throw. He's got an open man. Chet Thomas, and he dropped the football. So fourth down now. From the 9, excuse me, not 12. So it's the chain gang just didn't move. It's fourth and goal. From the 9-yard line. Remember, Grizzlies are down 5 here. Got to get to the end zone. Frick will go out of the shotgun. No Klassen in there as well. And looked like they almost drew the Saints offside. They're all crowding the line. Frick wants timeout. So before a crucial fourth down play, Grayson Frick and the Grizzlies call timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. We'll be back for a huge play right after this. Last call for 50-50. I managed to sneak in a couple of tickets there in the quick timeout. Wish me luck. And maybe wish the Grizzlies luck here on a fourth and goal from the 9-yard line, down 5. Frick in the shotgun. 3 receivers to this near side. He'll roll. Now he's flushed out. He's going to be sacked. Nobody open. And the Saints get home into the backfield and take down the quarterback of the Grizzlies. Turnover on downs. Saints get the football back on what could be the play of the football game right there. So they didn't have Klassen in the game. They couldn't run the ball. They looked to pass. And a bit of a combination of good pressure and coverage. And Frick nowhere to go with the football. Had to go down as 3 Saints gobbled him up. So Langley gets the football back on their own 20-yard line with a 5-point lead and over 8 minutes to go. And you know it's going to be a run, 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 and maybe even a 4th run if they don't get 10 here. Grizzlies know they're running, and they still run it anyway with Joe Hall off to the right and positive yards on first down. So 2nd and 8 after that first down play of 2. Joe Hall again up the gut. Cut under. His tackler goes low on the ball carrier there. A couple of more, make it 3rd and 6. And here come the Saints to the line on a crucial 3rd and 6. Gosen under center. Rolls out, gonna throw. He puts it up, it's picked off. Jackson Saunders on the interception. And man, for a team that just run, that's a real strange time to go to the air there on a 3rd and 6 in your own zone. And they turn the football over. Back to GW, who come up with an interception on a 3rd and 6. And now have the football on the 26-yard line of Langley. So Frick and the Grizzlies back out. Klassen back out as well. He'll take the handoff. Lunges forward. As they'll pick up a couple, maybe 3. As the clock continues to tick here in this 4th quarter. Well, actually, closer to a gain of 2. Let's call it 8. And I don't know if Klassen's at 100% after having to come out of the game. But he's back in there now. Here's the handoff. He'll block this time with Klassen. And they can't get the edge. As Calverley was taken down right around the original line. That's going to be a couple of yards lost on that play. And it'll actually be 3rd and 11 now. from the left hash. 3rd and 11 here for the Grizzlies, down 5. High snap, shotgun. Frick standing in, looking downfield. Now loads up, fires, completion, but well short of the first down. They'll say it's a catch, but it'll be 4th down. That's a tough boundary to, I mean, the field lined for Canadian rules football, but the blue sideline is the boundary here for American or high school football, I should say. And tough to pick up whether that foot was in or not. It's 4th down. Here's a screen. Completion. Klassen upfield. He's got the first down and more. Refusing to go down is Jaden Klassen, but he's inside the 15-yard line. As the Grizzlies move the sticks, much to the delight of this GW faithful. Well, ball just ahead of the 12-yard line here, so they can get another first down. Frick. Shotgun, here's motion. Here's the handoff, Klassen. He's got a hole. Klassen to the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies. And now if you're GW, you got to go for 2. It's a 1-point lead now. No reason to kick a single here. And if you can convert, it'll be a 3-point lead. If you don't, you still got the 1-point lead. Here's Frick, empty backfield. Here comes pressure, and he's sacked. Oh, a sack on the 2-point conversion attempt. Oh, it was Zach Rohan who wrapped up for it. But still time on the clock here for Langley. Just over 4.5 minutes to go, thereabouts, anyway. After the turnover, the Grizzlies turn it into points on the short field. Take a 1-point lead here over the visiting Langley Saints. Can the defense come up with a stop here at home? Can that ground attack from Langley rise to the occasion? Well, let's find out, shall we? Ball on the 40. Again, they got 63 listed. I don't have a 63 on my roster. I'm not exactly sure who's kicking off. My apologies. Short kick, takes a bounce, and another. This is a live football. Look out! Langley on top of it. And that was very close to an onside recovery. And maybe that's why they got 63 kicking. That was effective. After the return, ball to the 34-yard line here for Langley. 66 yards to go to pay dirt, but they only need 3 here, as they'll hand off on first down. And wrapped up after a couple. Saunders in on the tackle as the Saints come to the line once again. Clock is ticking. Gosen under center. There's Joe Hall on the pitch. Following blockers. And taken down. And looks to be in some pain as well as he'll roll and get back up. I think more frustrated than anything. As I think he thought he had something going there on that run, and all of a sudden it ended quickly. We'll put the ball down across the 35 on the 36-yard line. Got to get to the 44 for a first down. It's a 3rd and long. You know they're going for it on 4th down. Here we go. Call it 3rd and 7 for Langley. Here's the snap. Option. Joe Hall on the edge. Runs into his own man, and he'll be tackled short of the line to gain. But a flag comes in deep in the Grizzlies secondary, and let's check this penalty flag. It's a big one. Maybe a hit to the head. And it's against GW. Well, this will be an automatic first down here for Langley now. Yeah, we have an injury down on the field as well. Somebody's going to piggyback off the field here. I don't know if I've ever seen that. Somebody, I think it's 61. I don't think I've ever seen that. Might be. As Caleb Riemeyer on the carry, and a good game. The 20-yard run there from Riemeyer. And Langley now with 2:45 to go, 30 yards away from retaking the lead. There's that motion. Joe Hall running right this time. We'll pick up 3 or 4. Another injury on the field. We'll take a quick timeout. Big finish coming up here from Chilliwack. Stick around. This is the BC High School Football Game of the Week on SportsCanada.TV. Well, they just announced the 50-50 number. I did not win, in case you're scoring that at home, as Brissett taken off the field via piggyback as well. And a flag comes flying before the play gets started. And this is usually a false start. That is the call on the Saints. We'll back him up 5 yards. So call it second and a long 11, short 12. Pick your poison. Just over 2 minutes to go here. It's the Grizzlies who are up 1. And here come the Saints to the line of scrimmage. Joe Hall, the tailback. They've gone with this bunch formation all night long here. And it's a handoff for Riemeyer. He'll be wrapped up right near the line of scrimmage. He reaches out. Actually, I'll give him a pretty good spot here and give him close to a 3 or 4 yard gain, actually. It will be third down, however, and about 8 to go. Well, closer to 7. Another crucial third down here coming for Langley.
And happy birthday to Trainer Shelley.
Third and 7 here for the Saints. It's the pitch. Riemeyer cuts, lowers down, and he'll stop short after a couple. It'll be fourth down here for Langley. Play of the game coming up. And Langley will call another timeout before they run this play. Understandably so. We're back with it in 30. All right. Actually, we do have a winner. Somebody's going home with $100 in their pocket. Congratulations. All right, here we go. 4th and 5 for Langley. Down a point with a minute to go. Game on the line for the Saints right here. They snap. Gosen on the option read will keep it himself and gets dragged forward. Let's check the spot. I think they got it. Again, we might need a measurement. It almost looked like the Grizzlies tackler dragged him forward, trying to get him to the ground, and might have got him the necessary yardage. Chains required. Ball clearly across the 20-yard line. Stick is pretty much planted on the 20, and I think this will be a first down by 3/4 of the football. And I don't mind it. I want to make sure, but just from where the chains were and where the football is, this should be, yes, length of the football, first down. So not done yet are the Saints. Now 20 yards away. Well, just seconds left on the clock now. And I don't know if they're close enough for a field goal attempt or not, or whether they have the confidence in Gosen to kick from this range or what. But still time to get a little closer. Joe Hall won't do it on that attempt. And now I think they're going to run this thing down and call timeout. Timeout, Saints. Do not have the official time. Clock showing 35 seconds here in the stadium. But the official time down on the field, I believe that is the final timeout for Langley. But it has been an absolutely fantastic football game here tonight between these two clubs who very well could meet again come playoff time. As Vernon ranked number 1, Langley ranked number 2, GW ranked number 4, and AA ball. Here we go on a 2nd and 10 with just ticks remaining. Gosen keeping, cutting, running, and he'll gain another 5. Gets a little closer here. He'll actually give him closer to 7, I think. They're going to go quickly here. Do they spike the football? They will. So the spike will count as a down here, and I think it's 4th down. And game on the line here. I think this is it. Field goal attempt coming. For Langley, they're going to try and kick for the win. It'll be about a 33-yarder, I think. Here it is. Gosen is blocked. The kick is blocked. They didn't get it up high enough to Gosen. And the Grizzlies knocked it down. There is an injury on the field here. Maybe a couple. There's 2 Grizzlies rolling around on the field here in pain. But jubilation on the Grizzlies sideline, dejection on the Saints sideline off a blocked field goal. As we'll get an injury timeout here. But I think it's just a couple of kneel downs, maybe just one here for Graham, and this thing's over. Two Grizzlies down. One getting back to his feet now. Not sure who it was that got a hand on it. But the home team comes up with a special teams play that's going to be the difference in this one. And it's going to go down as a 1-point win here for the Grizzlies if they can just take a knee and run this clock out. The ball is on the 20. I think there's no timeouts left for Langley.
This is a game of the week, all right.
I think all the Grizzlies have to do is just snap this ball and take a knee.
All right, first and 10, GW, Grizzlies.
Victory formation here for the Grizzlies. There's the snap, there's the knee. And that's it. Respect shown by both clubs here, but a heck of a football game tonight from Exhibition Stadium. As your final score tonight for some Friday Night Lights, GW Graham Grizzlies, 20. The Langley Saints, 19. That is your final here tonight. We're back at Percy Perry Stadium next Friday night. Kelowna and Terry Fox, 5 o'clock kickoff next Friday from Coquitlam. What a game here tonight. Once again, Grizzlies 20, Saints 19. And that'll do it here for us tonight from Sports Canada TV. For my camera operator, Jillian, I've been Jake Elliott for the Gridiron and the Pigskin. We'll talk to you next Friday night for the BC High School Football Game of the Week on Sports Canada TV. Have a good weekend, everybody.